Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. Welcome back to the Transport Fever 2 Mainline, where in the last, rather epic episode, put together this Dark City roundabout, which you're only looking at a very small part of. So let's look at it slightly larger. Here's the Dark City roundabout. And trains enter and it all goes round in one direction and then everything works perfectly. Except, rather predictably, it's broken. So, now obviously while it is broken, there are still some things moving because it's only just broken. And that's about all she wrote. That's going no further. Yeah, as you work your way around here, you'll see a rather splendid number of trains that simply aren't moving. And they're not moving because they can't. And they can't move because this mainline service here has stopped at a signal because it can't go any further and has created this rather splendid display area. Drink it in. It's trains from across the world parked. Now, obviously, you don't put signals on a roundabout. The one rule of a roundabout is that anything that enters a roundabout must be able to then subsequently leave the roundabout. And if you're putting a signal on there, that ain't going to be the case. Yeah, okay, right. And yet, the one thing that putting more signals does is it builds the amount of room you have to actually allow things on there in the first place. Now, the mainline trains are pretty long. And the spacing between these signals is pretty long. The thing is, it's not long enough. This bad boy here has not made it through the junction. If it could make it through the junction, we're on the inside, the inner ring, let's say, here. If we could clear, well, let's have a look. Here's the inner ring. We've got to clear enough so that can depart, at which point the one behind it can depart, at which point the one behind it can depart, and at which point this one can move forwards. Now, as you can see, I could stick a signal there, and I will do in just a moment, before we get to the proper solution, which I'm reluctant to do. And I'll explain why I'm reluctant to do it in a moment. But let's just get on with this and let's uncork this bottle. Right, so that should be enough for you to slide forward. The question will be whether or not that's going to create enough room for you to get through, and it almost certainly isn't. But again, I can give it a bit more room to slide into in a moment. All of this is temporary. Everything that I'm building in the... where are you going? I see, you're just going to drive straight through the back of that one. Well, I think that was the best idea anyway. Yeah, why though? But why? You should have just moved up to the next signal and then stopped. I don't understand why. Oh, this is going to cause some kind of problem with the space-time flow and all of that. There we go. It's just a mixed consist, literally. All right. Well, look, you're going to flow through there. Of course, it's just going to happen again. So this is not a solution. I'm just uncorking the problem temporarily. Let's put your brakes on. So that we don't introduce the same problem again. And if we've got one coming the other way, oh, it hasn't arrived yet. It will. Then that should be enough to let just about everything go. You're just waiting for points clearance, I would have thought, before you can make your way forwards. There we go. There goes another one. It's really rather splendid. Now, he said, with his voice going very squeaky there all of a sudden, plain. The reason that I stuck signals on there is out of the desperation to get as much stuff onto the roundabout as possible, because what we dream of here, friends, is the whole thing moving and flowing and loads of trains all moving round there at the same time, and that would be truly dramatic. The thing is, you can't do that. No, you have to sacrifice volume in order to make it work. And at the end of the day, it working is kind of the important bit. Everything else is pretty unimportant, frankly. The only bit that matters is that anything that enters the roundabout can leave the roundabout. even if that reduces the overall volume of trains that you have on there at a given moment. And it should work very efficiently. It should work very efficiently. Is it working very efficiently at the moment? No, no, no. I mean, even putting signals on these kind of slip entries here that we've got going on, these I guess you'd call them, like, in the UK, you'd call them like a slip road, right? If we were talking a road-based roundabout. Yeah, don't drive through that train. You're going to drive through that train. No, oh no, you're going the same way. Oh, that's beautiful. No, that's really nice. Good. Yeah, no, you keep up the good work. There's some good views to be... Don't worry, we're going to have some good views from here. After I'm just going to watch the decompiling of the double train there, which it might already have done. Regardless, let's start fixing this problem. Right, first off, we're going to get rid of the signals. Right, okay. All signals on the roundabout are about to depart. I am uncertain about signals on slip entry points. By putting them here, see if you think the problem through, you'll work it out. You put some here, yes. Then anything wanting to come round and out is going to get blocked by a mainline train that sat on that bit. It's very true. Yep. Similarly, if he were held, who knows? If he were held at the signal here, it would be blocking all of this roundabout section, which is rather disappointing. Yeah. But you see, the thing is, if you're reducing the volume of trains coming onto the roundabout, then you are going to reduce the need for signals that are quite so close. Now, you want signals as close as you can get them, for the simple reason that doing so will mean that you limit or mitigate the amount of time that anything spends queuing. Now, because there's stations on this roundabout, that means that there are kind of implied signals going on anyway, as a train will count as being in a separate block if it's within a station. And you know, oh yeah, and you're gonna go, yeah, I know, it's not quite the same thing, but it will count as the same thing in that it will allow other trains to enter the system. So we're going to get rid of all the signals, and then I'll up the tempo to high speed and see what we get out of it, because we still have more services to enter onto this line. Well, I say more service, one more service to enter onto the line, and that's the big passenger service that we mooted that goes out in an east-west direction. Not sure how I'm going to make that work just yet, but I'm going to make that work, just not just yet. No. There you go. Right. Now, when you remove a signal in Transport Fever, all the trains that were being affected by that signal, even slightly, will start moving, even if realistically they shouldn't. And that's how you end up with one train overlapping another. It's bizarre, but it's also quite helpful for unblocking problems that you've made. Now, do you have to get rid of this one? No, you don't. You sure? Yeah. Everything coming in here is heading onto the doodah. Everything here is coming onto the roundabout. And therefore the only thing it will be blocking is further trains waiting to come onto the roundabout, and they're all using the correct side of the line anyway. Oh, hello. Alright, what's the problem here? We're waiting to get on the roundabout. Oh, yeah. And you? Same deal, Gov. Alright, fine. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so in theory, that should work. Now, when to reach the point of blockage, and I said at the end of the live stream, I said, I reckon we've probably got about 15 minutes before it blocked. And sure enough, it took about 20 minutes before the whole thing snarled up. The question is it going to do it again? I don't think it will do it on the roundabout itself. I think it will do it in the queuing heading into the roundabout. Because obviously now, rather than just stopping at a station that was here, for example, you've got to do this entire convoluted loop-lap thing before you can then make your move. Now, I could put signals on the roundabout if there were a large enough area for a full mainline train that didn't have a junction on it. Now, you should be able to go. Right? That mainline train's cleared. There's nothing. Oh, it would be able to go if you hadn't got its brakes on. It's a small detail, but one that I feel is actually quite important. Yeah. Let's wait for a free path. Pretty sure the path's free, dude. Yep, path's clear. You're all clear, kids. Let's etc. Yeah. Why are you being held up? Why are you? No. Why are you going the wrong way? Ha. Because you were using signals to dictate the flow of traffic. Oh no. Yeah, okay, I'm going to need some waypoints. Let's have a quick look. Let's fear the worst together, shall we? Yeah. There we are. Right here. Everything else, all these three seem to be fine. And, no, you've got this red one and this yellow one are doing it wrong. Okay. Do we know what the red and the yellow one are? Well, this character here is clearly what part of the problem. Right, the iron supply line. Oh, dear me. No. I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand why you're doing it that way. Let's manage the line here. You're going to Dark City South, which I suspect is there. Right. Okay. And then, I don't know, which lane do you want to be in? Well, you're going to Dark City 1. Or rather, you're going to Platform 1 on Dark City, which is this outside. Outside is Plat 1. Right, let's deploy a little bit of pausation. And then after Dark City South, we'll add this signal. Like so. And that should be dealt with. All we're looking for is that everything just goes in one direction. There we go, that's fine. Alright, now, what's that? What's this yellow line business? I don't know how you'd find out. We've got a couple of yellow lines here. Yes. Just show me visible lines. Mainline. That's the main line trying to go the wrong way. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh well. Let's resolve that. Here we go. It'll be the inbound from this side. It's the inbound from this side. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be. Right, so Dark City coming from the next station down the way, which is Raccoon City. So it's this one here. So we need to add another station. And that station is going to be, you're going on 1 as well, aren't you? So that one. Happy now? That appears to have cheered some people up. Yep. Yeah, okay. Alright, good. That, I think, should have sorted the problem. But we'll find out, won't we? Because we're going to watch things rattle around here at the highest speed we can get them rattling. It's just because these mainline trains are so flaming long. I mean, there's ample opportunity. If we were dealing with trains that capped out at this kind of length, it wouldn't be a problem. But they don't, so it is. And I'm thinking this back end here. Now, do we actually have anything coming on here? Not until there. I mean, you've got the depot, but I can block that. So I think actually we can signal up without it being the end of the world. Could I? I'll wait until we get another mainline train come through, and I'll see how long it gets to be. Because even adding one extra train into the loop at a time could make all the difference. Then again, I might be wrong. Maybe it'll just jam it up once more. The essential thing is that it doesn't block any other approaches, any other routes. So I appreciate this is not the most exciting angle you're ever going to see, but it is the one we do need to look at until we can evaluate. Oh yeah. This is the part people call planning. You know. You see, look, we've got queuing service there. We've got another one queuing here. Yeah. Now I like queuing services because I think it adds an extra dimension of colour and mood. If everything is always in motion all the time, while it's obviously more efficient, more effective, it does not give you the light and the dark, the shadow, if you wish, of things doing stuff. I'll be quiet. I know what I'm talking about. Right, good. Okay. Well, look, stuff's moving, but just not very much. There's 2 passenger services moving. Right, why are you being held up? What are you? Where are you going? And why are you sad? Waiting for this to clear. Yeah. Is that all you're waiting to clear? Or are you waiting for all services to clear before getting on your way? You're not held up. No, you're waiting for a free path. Show me your route. You're on the outer side. Okay, there is currently nothing else on the outside. There is absolutely nothing in your way. So the only thing I can think is that we're giving way to this train 35. Yeah. Because it has to cross over there. We've got to have some signals on here, dude. Got to have them. Yeah. Are you done now? Or are you... No, you're now waiting for this one. Got to have some signals on here, dude. It's got to be done. Alright. And I think, yeah, I think one bank of signals out the other side should be the least disruptive thing I could do. Should be. Whether or not it is remains to be seen. What's going on here? Here's a mainline service, and that's being held. Okay. Which approach are you on? Well, you're going to the inside. Yeah. Alright, why are you being... Why... Ah, this shouldn't be waiting. You've got signals here. Now, I've changed its path. But it still shouldn't be waiting. Oh, no, hold on. That's because that's on track 1. No, you've got signals here. Curious. What were you waiting for? Where are you going? Oh, no, oh, I see. You're... What are you doing? I suspect this one is on the... it was on a mission before I readjusted the flow of things. Also, you're going to go into there. You're going to do all of your mainline unloading business, and then surely you're going to get stuck. I'm not sure there's enough room for you to turn around. We shouldn't be seeing anything do that manoeuvre, should we? No, that was still plumbed into the old route before I added the signals as a waypoint. So this will now back up and then clear off up there straight away. Okay. I wonder if this one is the one that was causing the problem. Well, causing this problem, obviously, there are still more problems for us to play with. We've got regular freight coming in there. It's fine that it's blocking this junction. That doesn't matter. Are you sure about that? Yeah, mostly. And then you've got Felomilad here. You've got another one there. And then here's another mainline train. And... here's another mainline train. You've got room for a mainline in there. Look at it. Go on, get them up closer. You've got to queue efficiently. There you go. That should let you out of your house. There you go. And then another one behind that. That's a passenger train. And then another mainline train. And another passenger train. Whoa, hey, whoa. What's going on here? Oh, you're all you're stuck at a level crossing. Ah, brilliant. I'm still making profit. And then another mainline service here, and then you've got another local passenger service there. Oh no, not done yet. There's another mainline service. Yep, and another one. Yep, and another one, of course. And there's another one. Look, yeah, that's great. Now I don't need to put more signals on here because when this is working, it should never do this. And we're still going. There's another one over here that's waiting, although at the moment it's just giving away to passenger services that are heading into Mega City 1. Suffice to say, a problem that originated here has broken a goodly sized chunk of the map. Right. The condition of train, whatever. Right, okay. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Yeah, you might not like it, but I'm going to do it. I'm holding firm that this will actually be beneficial. Right, set these as one way, and then we'll get them as close to this junction as we can. Now, the only thing that we're blocking, as mentioned before, is the depot. So stick one there. Now, this is probably going to cause some short-term problems of trains moving when realistically they're not able. because anytime you add a signal to an existing line, it can cause problems. Well, it's not so much it causes problems. It's more that that trains go, oh, we can go now, can we? We can go, whoa. That's not what I was saying. But they will infer that that's what you were saying. Right. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm going to let the game run for 20 minutes at high speed, and let's see how much damage that does. I think we can safely say that's fixed it. This one, there are a couple of other places that I could stick some signals that might aid a little with through flow, but I'm reluctant to do so because over time it shouldn't prove to be a problem, and that will come as the mainline services themselves start spacing out a little bit more. Obviously, we've created this backlog, and that's going to take a little while to flow, but there are enough areas on the map where I've deliberately created bottlenecks for mainline services that should lead to this just working. Although this is interesting, is it? Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's possibly a problem in the making, because this red service here has to cross through that set of points, and while we've got a mainline train waiting at the signal there, looks like its tail end is blocking this section, which leads to a scenario potentially where we have where we've got a train waiting in here that could stop everything releasing again. Interesting. But this is what I wanted to see. This right here, this volume of trains. Now the question is, does this approach, plain shadow, actually lead to a greater throughput of trains going through this section of track? No. There you go. No, I'm not going to fight you on that. Genuinely doesn't. The most efficient thing I could have done here would have been to put a mainline station there with a couple of extra platforms for more for more freight, and routed my passenger services elsewhere. But then you don't end up with this magnificent edifice of circular rail, and frankly, we all want a magnificent edifice of circular rail at some point, and therefore, why not? It's not even circular. Rounded, then, if you're going to be pedantic about it. Yeah. See, look, this isn't a problem. This blocking all of this lot isn't a problem. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, if I didn't have that there, then we could be moving a mainline service up to wait to its signal as well. And it all comes down to making things move through in an efficient way. Now, obviously, look, we've got the mainline service here at the station, and that's going to pull away without anybody getting in its way, because there's no signals between it and its exit point. and the subsequent service is waiting right there. So as soon as that clears the end of the platform, this will slide in, meaning that that platform is going to be in perpetual use. And that's the most efficient way that you can use that station, in that it is constantly, dropping freight off, picking freight up, all of that kind of business. That is absolutely what you want to see. The difficulty comes in, where are you forming your queues, and are those queues going to then interfere with other services continuing to run? I'm just looking to see if we can see that that little red line service get in the way, or rather be blocked. Now, the exits shouldn't be a problem, because this is a natural bottleneck, and therefore they should always, a mainline service clearing here should always be able to get out without being hindered at all, unless something is broken further up the line, which it shouldn't be, because I've come from further up the line, so there shouldn't be an issue there. I just want to see what happened. There you go. This is the fella. Right. When this pulls in, it's going to be held. Now, where is my my red line service? Where does it actually run to? It runs as far as Lower Bartertown. Barterton, one might possibly say. Well, where is it? Don't tell me I haven't actually put that train in service. I'm sure I've put that train in service. Find me this is the machines train. No, there you go. It's definitely here. All right, let's go find the train. It's waiting for a free path at the moment. It's around the far side. Right here. Okay, all right. Well, actually, we might get to see the problem in action. It's going to this train here. It's going to stop at the station. That one's cleared through. You're going to pull in, and then we'll see if we do, in fact, have a blockage. I don't think we will. I don't think it's going to be able to. I don't think it's going to be able to clear through, because that's going to block the points. But you're going to get held here. Oh, you're not. Oh, look at that. Snakes through. I see. Oh, okay. Well, the game is smarter than I thought it was. Fine. Or rather, the game is more dangerous than I thought it was. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Well, I'll take it, because it works. But it means that if I make these mainline trains any longer, then that's going to create a problem. Is it a soluble problem? Oh yeah, definitely. You just shift your crossover junction that you've got here, just move it further up the line. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. So, in answer to the question, how do you make a rail roundabout work? You don't put any signals on the roundabout. You clown. No. The other thing. If there were another point to be made, there are further signals that I could put on here without destroying everything for everybody for all time, but it wouldn't be anything that governed the mainline services themselves. So if, for example, these passenger lines, I could probably signal these up a little more, because you can get multiple passenger trains in this back curve, for example. That's not a problem. Similarly, some of these corners, there's enough space there for a train to be waiting as well. Also, is there enough space here? Yeah. I could put a bank of signals here, but it wouldn't accomplish much. Oh, okay. All right. Well, why do it then? Because of the implied signal that is inherent to a station. It's not a no. Just forget I said anything. No, I was wrong. That's all right. Ignore me. I'm just talking rubbish. Is there anywhere else though? Possibly. You could possibly put a signal right there. Right, and yeah, are you going to get a full mainline service that doesn't block this junction? Although this first junction, not a problem to block that one. Ooh, so what? Right before the passenger station? Actually, you don't even need to worry about a passenger station. You would do it just pretty much straight after the passenger station. So before you get it up to the next one, you could stick another one in there. Ooh, interesting. That would actually help flow quite a bit. You sure? Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm genuinely sure. You wouldn't do it for the passenger trains, but you do it for the 2 mainliners. If you stick one there, what's the block likelihood? 0. Alright, so if we stick 2 signals there, it means that we can queue a little bit further. Okay, yeah. Because the passenger lines themselves, they only use the inner lines. The passenger station is just this inside one. These 2 outside platforms that you can see, they're not actual platforms. When did I put them in then? Spacing? Question mark? Oh yeah, I'm sure spacing question mark is the answer to many a problem. Gone. It would be nice if you stopped here. There you go. Now, is that actually going to help? Yeah, no, it is. By allowing more to rest in a queuing fashion within the roundabout itself, that does not impinge on other services being able to enter the line, you should be golden. So this one, for example, mainline service, even if that does block this outer line here, it's not going to cause any trouble for anybody else. It's just the only thing it's going to cause trouble for is the next mainline service, and that's okay because it will be a mainline service that's doing the damage. Wait, you sure? Yes. Are you sure? I think you'd need to move it a little bit further along. Aren't you then blocking the exit for whatever runs up here? Oh, that's a point. Okay, well, anyway, there are. I rest my case, and there you are. You've heard it all now. You've seen all of the toys in motion. What are we going to do next? Well, in the next episode, we're going to add in the last line for this one. I'm going to turn all my icons back on again. And that's right. Next time around, passenger service. Big one. Don't know where it's going. Hey, that should be an adventure. No, it's going out to Gotham and then Migo? Question mark. I don't know if Migo would form a I don't know if Migo would help. That's the thing. Yeah, you could bypass Migo and go to Zion though, because Zion is not connected to anything of any significance. It's got little local services. Well, how would that work? Because you could make that quite a fast service. You go Dark City, out to Gotham, and then bypass Port Meggins, go straight to Zion. It means a flipping great bridge there. You would be far better to go via Port Meggins, swerve off with some kind of curvy bridge thing. I don't know, but I do know that I am Colonel Failure, and you have been watching the Colonel Failure Transport Fever show. And yeah. Next up, passenger line. Will it work? Passenger line. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe if this kind of adventure tickles your biscuits, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching. I'm just trying to find a nice angle for you. Won't be a tech. Right about here. That'll do the trick. Plenty of train action coming through this way. Groovy. Cheerio. Okay, pretty pleased. Yeah. I'm not sure if that new signal is going to cause problems or not. It shouldn't do, because it should appear only in a place that is going to hey, no, it's not. No, I'm gonna have to dump that as well. But maybe not on all lines. Why is it not going to work? Right. Okay. Here's your circle. Right. Now, if you've got lines coming in the bottom, they go round, do the thing, and then they leg it that way or this way, right? Yeah, you picture that. Or they come in this way, they go round, and they do the business, and they carry on that way. So far, so simple. But, and I experimented with this after recording today, and I did discover a problem, because I stuck in one extra signal that shouldn't have been a problem, and was. And that is, you've also got trains coming in the top, which means that they have to go round the bottom cleanly without stopping in between, and that's where problems are going to come up, is the stuff having to go around the bottom as well as around the top. I think fundamentally we all know that you don't stick signals on a roundabout, not unless you're asking for trouble. And I do ask for trouble because that's what keeps life interesting. But I'm going to leave them alone for the time being and see if and when it jams up, which it probably will after the next episode, where I am going to insert another passenger train service. To where it goes, I know not. You're going to have to tune in to find out, right? Yeah.